Hello and welcome to another Raggy's Beers, Wines and Spirits review on a Friday night. Although you won't see this on Friday, you'll see it tomorrow, Saturday. Today reviewing Firecatcher from Wychwood Brewery. Can't say as I've ever had this before. 3.5%, so quite low. Pale, crisp and lightly aromatic, Firecatcher brings together the best of British barley and wheat. Warming hints of honeyed nectar spark the intense and sharp gooseberry flames for a light and pleasing quenching beer. So, we'll see if it lives up to what it says. I myself, as you can see with all the paint all over me, I'm painting tonight in my front room. We only decorated it last July, and then we had the ceiling come down when we had a leak above, and it took a while because we had asbestos and a lot of fannying around, to be fair. And then we could have decorated straight after Christmas, but we were that fed up and peed off with decorating that we've left it. And it's nearly the end of February now, so it's time to get a crack on. So, golden pour, clear golden pour, good carbonation and lacing, white head. Definitely smell that nectar on the nose. Right, let's see how it tastes. Not a beer that would be on my two go-to beers. I think someone bought it. They said that was gooseberry, didn't they? Definitely taste the gooseberry in it. So the elements that are on the bottle I can taste, which is a good thing because so many beers, they say they've got it's this and that and this and that, and you taste it and you think, I can't taste none of that. And obviously if you're a beer fan and you've gone for a cherry beer and you can hardly taste the cherry, I had a plum stout the other week from one of my favourite breweries, and I couldn't hardly taste the plum. It was there, but it was notes of plum rather than in your face plum. I mean, I suppose each and every brewery's got their own agenda for how strong they want to do something. I mean, I'd like to see a butterscotch beer, a true strong butterscotch flavour beer, something like, with an Harry Potter theme even. I think it would sell massively. Why hasn't somebody in the British brewery industry come up with it? So, very easy drinkable. It's refreshing. It's quenching the palate. It's setting me up nicely. Obviously, it's a good thing I'm not having too much because I'm doing the ceiling and I don't want to get paint everywhere, so I've got to be careful. And then I've got to do the skirting boards and the door. Oh, such an absolute ball ache on a Friday night. But hey next Friday I won't be doing anything like that, such as that. So sometimes sacrifices have to be made, and I'm feeling the sacrifice, really feeling the sacrifice. I'm just hoping that 2 coats is enough because I will cry if I had to put a 3rd coat on. I mean, I've done rooms before where we've gone over, say some idiot's painted that a nasty pink on the wall, and you're like, oh Jesus, and I've gone over it and it's took 7 coats to get rid of this horrible pink. And I mean, really the best way is actually not to put white over pink, is actually go to a grey and then to a white, because the grey will act quicker on the pink than the white will. Funny that. I've done it before, and where I've tried it, I've done an experiment with paint, and sometimes it's better to do an intermediary colour and then do like the white, than try and do white straight away because it takes so many shades to get it down. So Wychwood Brewery, obviously my wife was in, I think it was Asda or somewhere one day, B&M maybe, and she's seen this, and she missed off the FI, so it says Recatcher, and I says, oh, I've never had that one before. No, and I got home and it's Firecatcher. I'm thinking, ah. To be fair, I can't remember ever drinking it. I may have another bottle of this in the shed, of the old design. I did my brother's garden last year, put a patio in and turfed it, and yeah, I got a load of bottles from there, a load of cheapo bottles, but you know, I wasn't expecting it for doing it, so you know, the thought is there. And this weekend, yet again, we're looking at more rain, more winds. I don't know if it's actually called a storm this weekend, but that's 3 on a row. Surely now Britain is in for a respite from it. And all these global people, you know, going on about the global catastrophe. Well, you got coronavirus, which is going global and it's unstoppable in its present form. Until they get a antivirus out there, it's unstoppable. The thing to worry about is any of your relatives who suffer with, especially elderly, people with ill health, people, you know, the strongest and fittest of us should be fine. But children, you know, it's frightening. I feel that, you know, in some ways, this could be a massive global killer. And all because somebody ate a bat in flipping China. Beggars belief. If that's where it really came from. Obviously I don't know the full ins and outs. You only read what you see in the papers, and I don't believe what they say most of the time. But it does concern you about it, well, that's for sure. And then obviously global. Instead of these idiots going to war all over the world and spending money on weapons and that they're never really going to use, it might be prudent for governments to start thinking about planting forests and using nature to bring the global, you know, the ozone layer and all that back in again. Only by supporting nature do you win. But as a gardener, I know that. I know that more trees take out the crap out of the air. You know, they do a lot of good, trees to us. And there's a vast areas of the world where it's just desert. And you could put the systems into the plant trees and water them, and you could change the world. Will they do it? Probably not. Probably not. Not while you got people like Donald Trump in charge, and you know, some of the crap world leaders we've got in charge. I mean, the rich countries could do a lot more. Rich countries with a lot of land. America, you know, they've got the money, they've got the land. They could build rainforests over in America. Rainforests and sustainable wood where you manage those forests. So you're making your own sustainable wood. Then you're not cutting down the Amazon. It's not rocket science. It really isn't. And again, will it happen? I doubt it. You know, it's a sad state of affairs that floods in this country are only going to get more. The diverse weather we're seeing is only going to get more. Fires in Australia are only going to increase, and then tsunamis, tornadoes, earthquakes are only going to increase until someone makes a brave, bold decision. But hopefully the children now, you know, it's amazing that a 16-year-old is leading the world campaign. Hats off to that little girl. And with social media these days, you know, the children of the world now are so strong in their voice. And let's hope that those with money, billionaires, support it. Put money where your mouth is. Buy land, plant trees, put solar panels on land. You know, do whatever you can to protect the world you live in. If only I was a billionaire. But anyway, back to the beer. I've got painting to do. I could rattle off all night. Yeah, it's not a bad tasting beer actually. It wouldn't be on high on my. I'm not really a golden ale fan. To me, they're a good summer beer. Obviously, we're still in winter technically, because March is actually a spring month, so we're still in winter. But on a night where you want something a bit thirst quenching, something a bit low on alcohol content, so you can do something else, or you can go for a drive. I mean, yes, you shouldn't really drive and drink and drive at all, but one of these isn't going to get you over the limit. Although if you can't hold your drink, then you should never ever drink and drive. Never. So, golden pour, white ale. Obviously it's still retaining the head. On the nose, I did get that honey and nectar, really did. On the taste, I got the gooseberry, got malts and light malts and that. Felt to me like a lager beer hybrid, where lager elements are in there as well as the beer elements, and that's what you get with golden ales and the like, because they are very close to what a lager is. Good tasting, definitely a step up for lager drinkers. Something interesting, same sort of ale, you know, alcohol content as the likes of Carling and that, and definitely something to try if you're one of those people that wants to tread into the waters. All in all, not a bad pint. Not really my cup of tea, but you know, I accept what it is. And also, saves me going to the shed to go and get a bottle of home brew, because it's wet and cold out there, and I wanted to drink anyway before I start painting. And that's it. Oh, out of 5. Nearly missed it. I'll give it about 3.9 out of 5. Yeah, it's okay. Positives. It's light, refreshing, and it's a good step into the world of beers for lager drinkers, in my opinion. Right, thanks for watching. See you soon.